In the Bible, it says that if you look at a woman with lust in your eyes, you've committed adultery. There are a lot of people who have things that are going on in their mind. Say you're in a relationship with someone and they have spiritual things. Some people hear voices, some people don't. I mean, that's whatever. Say you do hear voices and you're a healthy person, whatever. Well, you have healthy voices. I mean, normal, whatever. Say you're in a relationship with a beautiful woman or a girl or a wife or a girlfriend, and you're having an actual imaginary relationship with a woman in your head. That's adultery. You're committing spiritual adultery. You're not supposed to do that. It's not right. It's not right because a lot of times people fall in love with their mind, fall in love with themselves. They're vain, narcissistic personalities, people, and that's probably where they get that from. But basically, you're not supposed to have a relationship in your mind with somebody else. They call the Bible vain imaginations. So that's a sin. It's against God's word. It's against His law. So don't have relationships of any sort kind in your mind or outside your mind, other than the one that's in front of you. It's against God's word. It's called adultery, spiritual adultery. You're going to call it. If you look at a woman, also doesn't mean that you look physically. It's spiritually. You can look in your heart. You don't have to see her physical body. You can actually have relationships on multiple levels. But if you do anything outside of contrary to that person that you have a physical, actual relationship, that is adultery. I mean, I'm sorry, you can't have multiple friends. I mean, it's just, multiple friends, if your wife doesn't know about them and you're not in a communication with them, that is the original sin, I believe, in the Bible that they talk about. Adam and Eve in their garden, they're having a conversation, and spiritually they're talking to each other, and guess what? The enemy comes in and has a conversation with them, and Adam doesn't check out who she's talking to, and guess what? Then sin comes in. That is the original sin right there. There's no fruit there. The fruit that said, life and death is the power of those who speak of shall eat the fruit thereof. That's what they're talking about there. And fruit was the verbiage in the spirit, talking to each other in their head. I said, hey, let's have this conversation. Let's do this. And Eve was like, hey, Sky, I'm talking to Sky, blah, 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 blah. And Adam's not paying attention. He's like, okay, whatever. He doesn't address the situation. And bam, he just agrees with the guy and say, okay, but doesn't know he's a real person. He go sleep with my wife, whatever. And then they go have a relationship, have another kid with another set of families over there. And she ends up having a baby, not his baby, or whatever. Cain was his and Abel wasn't. We have no idea, but I'm saying I believe that's the beginning of time. That's what happened right there in the garden. They're having a mind conversation, and Adam and Eve, and Adam doesn't check it out. He just takes the word for it. Doesn't investigate. Doesn't go behind the scenes and see what's going on. Who's she talking to in her head, and get that shit straight. And that's where we all fell. And I think that's how we all fall. It's like we're not paying attention, checking references, see who's who, and what's what. Original sin. Fruit, talking in your head.